We have lifestyle expert Richard Cazeau here to talk about the fact that it costs too much money to travel, especially down to the States, right? Because our dollar is so
terrible. Yeah, it is.
So why not stay home for our holidays?
Yeah, well, you could do a staycation at home, or you could get outside. And I think getting outside is a really important thing. And I think camping is one of the best ways. In fact, it's extremely inexpensive. It's cheaper than a couple of nights in a hotel. So get outside and really enjoy yourself that way. So I've got a bit of a guide here as to how to get yourself camping, even for first timers. The gear you need, some little things that will make your life a lot easier in the experience, and you go from there.
Do you find that people who haven't camped, because some of us camped a lot with our parents, and so the idea isn't too overwhelming, but do you find new campers find it a little intimidating? Well,
I think that what it is there's a few myths, and we'll get into those myths. First one is I'm not an outdoor person, right? But I mean, hey, we are human beings. We're outdoors all the time if we're not indoors. So, you know, you can get outside. Number two, is it too expensive? Well, it's not that expensive. And I will tell you how much I spent on all this equipment here at the end of the segment. Two, you know, is camping boring? Or sorry, three, is camping boring? You know, what will I do with the kids? You get the kids outside, there's plenty of activities that they can do. There's never an issue there.
In fact, you'll be surprised at how quickly their imaginations take over.
Exactly.
And what they do with twigs and rocks will amaze you.
And also, in a recent survey by Energizer.ca, 3 out of 5 Canadians said that they're likely to go camping. And the most popular time to go camping are long weekends, right? So let's get started with some of the great stuff I've got here.
It's a good tent.
It's a fantastic tent, dome tent. Like, there's a ton of different tents out there, different styles. They go for different personalities and peoples, compartments, no compartments, tents that attach. The domes tend to attach one to another, so you can excuse me, that's a big word, compartmentalize.
Really? You can attach tents to each other?
You can. You can. Not the specific model, but certainly some dome tents you can do that.
That's a great idea.
And so you want to find the right tent that suits you.
Normally, this would have something over top of it, right?
Of course.
But this shows you how the ventilation is.
Because it does get warm inside a tent, obviously.
Yeah, we have this habit of breathing.
Yeah, so you need that. Also, you want to get yourself comfortable, and comfort's really important. So chairs, we're talking about just being outside, sitting, relaxing, eating and drinking, you're going to test it out?
He says it's
comfortable.
There you
go, test it out.
Let's prove it.
Are you, you are ready. You are camp ready. Okay.
This is pretty good.
You're camp ready. So this goes with furniture. But on top of furniture, what do you do at the end of the day? What's one of the most important things?
At the end of the day?
Yeah.
Finding a place to wash my face and brush my teeth.
And then you get to sleep.
Yes!
So your sleeping bag is one of the most important things that you want to consider. So I've got a sleeping bag just below. The sleeping bag, think about it as like a winter coat, right? So you want to think about its breathability, you want to think about the zippers, you want to think about the size, you want to make sure that you fit in properly. You also want to think about, you know, at night, how am I going to keep myself warm?
Richard, did you roll this up yourself?
No, I'm not.
I didn't think so.
I'm not that perfect.
That's
I'm not
too
that perfect.
good. And there are so many different kinds. So what do we look for?
Well, what you're going to look for is size. Think about your specific size. You're going to think about durability, and you're also going to think about temperature. Is it good in -5 temperature? Is it good in -10 temperature? That's what you're sort of looking for.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
There are some where you kind of look like a cocoon when you're wrapped up in it.
They're mummy tattoo.
Yeah, mummy tents.
Mummy tents. Yep, they're mummy tents.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I saying?
Sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags. I'm thrown off. Also underneath the sleeping bag, an inflatable mattress.
This will save your life.
Well, you know what, you get there, and sometimes the terrain isn't comfortable, so bring it. Inflatable mattress, that one is inexpensive. Put it underneath the sleeping bag, you're good to go.
It's really great, and you can never find the flat spot. You should be able to, but you never do. So that's going to help you.
So after you've gotten your furniture, your tent, and your bed made and ready to go, your kitchen needs to get set up, right?
Yeah.
So take that in consideration. Water, always bring a ton of water with you, a combination of drinking and cooking with, so that's extremely important. A mess kit, now this is a 5-in-1 mess kit, so you've got yourself here a cup, you've got yourself here a little tray to boil, you've got yourself a pan, and you also have here a plate.
These are so light.
Yes.
What are they made of?
Aluminum.
Okay.
So it folds together and you can pack it all away. So now, you know what? You're thinking about lightweight, convenient, stuff you're going to bring into the forest and stuff you're going to take out. You just want it to be lightweight in your pack and easy to
But you can still use this over the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still
like an
cooks very
open
well.
flame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's aluminum, it's metal.
And then it folds right back up.
Yes. Coffee, very important.
Doesn't that take you back?
Yes, it does. Isn't it cute?
Love that. And this, I mean, I have memories of this sitting on the fire with the scorched bottom.
Yes.
And the coffee was delicious. There's something iconic about that pattern, too.
Certainly. And the color, too, right?
Yeah.
The color, too.
So this is a percolator.
That is correct.
A little percolator.
Nice.
Okay.
So something else that I really like is you've got your cooking utensils, but on top of that, this expandable broil basket. Now, what I like about this broil basket, it's not a smaller one, it's a bit of a larger one. And I think about all the different things you can cook in it. If you're a bit of a foodie, you're gonna think about s'mores in this, you're gonna think about burgers in this, you're gonna think grilled cheese sandwiches.
Hey.
So, yeah, so the sky's the limit in terms of sort of semi-flat foods.
Hot dogs, fish, you could really do it all.
You could do it all. And that's what I like, is that you do it under the fire, you get that organic taste and smell as you're cooking along, and everything is perfect.
And then it's kind of handy, too, to use it as a stand. Because sometimes the grill things are a bit wide on the ones that they have in the campsites, so this helps give you a little more solid surface.
So next, you really got to bring the light. I'm really excited about this. Energizer has come out with a whole line called the Light Fusion, and they've got these LED flashlights and lanterns. Yeah. They're just extremely functional. Really, I want to show you what this one particularly does. So it's got two different legs that come out. It's got a tilt so it pivots.
Oh, come on.
So you get that one light that shines in that direction.
You can set that up on the table.
Exactly. And it's great for just setting up camp and getting things ready to go. And then, you know what, you can bring that in and just pump that way, and you get an LED.
And that's
so you've got, yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't stop it. I love these products. I certainly do.
You could totally read
360
by
degrees in terms of a lantern as well.
Hanging in the middle of your tent.
Exactly. And
or carrying this back and forth from the latrine.
Well, that's the important thing, is when you're setting up, I think light's one of the most important things. You get to a campsite, sometimes you don't have, that much time to really get yourself together. So the light's essentially what you're going to need. And, this is a great one, too. I love how this one shines, so you can just move that about.
What would you use that for? That's really bright.
Well, when you're putting things together. In the kitchen, you're setting yourself up. In the tent, you're getting yourself ready. Or if you're going out to explore. Another one that you could use, I'm not going to throw this over your lovely head, simply because I just don't want to damage your hairdo, but you've got this one. This has just got multiple lighting to it. So
those are really handy.
Yeah, it's got focus beams, LEDs, soft focus. That's
what you want when you're walking back and forth from the bathroom.
So finally, 40% of Canadian campers say that they always tend to forget something when they go camping.
Yeah.
Right? Really important things. One of the most important things are batteries, believe it or not. You can't leave home without batteries. So Energizer's come out with this brand new battery called the Recharge. It's made of 4% recycled battery. What I love about it is that last year they came out with the Eco Advance, which was just battery itself, recycled batteries as well, but this one's rechargeable. So on the trip, these flashlights already come with batteries, which I love. But you know what? If you've got that kid who's just left the flashlight on all night long, the next day, well, what are you putting in the flashlight? The rechargeable batteries.
Brilliant.
Inexpensive, really great to use, and available out there. And also, they're doing their best, Energizer, I should say, is doing their best to make sure that they're not filling up landfills with recycled batteries.
We have a minute left. What's next?
Well, you got to think about the kids. The kids, they talked about being a little bored on the trip. A ball, football, soccer, or chess. Just bring a game. Keep them outdoors, keep them preoccupied, get them off their smartphones, keep them really enjoying themselves with it. And also at the same time, with a little gaming comes a little injury, so we got a first aid kit. You also want to make sure that there's sunscreen, that there's, that there's off bug repellent. You want to make sure that they're really looking after themselves when they're outdoors.
Love it. If you want to get more information on the products you saw here today, Energizer.ca. Good job. I'm going to get you back with that one. Don't point these at people's eyes. After the break, tips to help you see clearly. Ooh, I really shouldn't be doing that when we're talking about eyes.